Abracaflabra, HB, Alex, and Tombola. And Ace.
So 37 seconds to Derby and the public here in the hall. Let's give a cheer to our skaters. Go Derby! Jam number 1, players on track. As a white jammer, we have Scarotina, and from Antwerp, is Hip Shot with the number 89. It's a tight fight. Lead is still open, and Antwerp gets the lead. Scarotina is chasing in the back.
Antwerp is getting ready to help their jammer.
Antwerp calls, and the first jammer is over.
1 point for Antwerp.
Second jam is about to start. So from Antwerp is the number 5 wild card, and from Bear City Roller Derby is Erta.
Is it? I think so, yes.
Lead is still open. It's a very tight fight. So Pack is still on the first curve. Lead open.
Antwerp is 1 blocker down,
And
the Berlin jammer escaped them. Excellent star pass from Antwerp. The pivot is now the jammer and can score points for their team.
And Bear City is calling off. 4 points for Bear City, 0 points for Antwerp. Jam number 3 is about to start. On track we have Ruthless 379, and from Antwerp, number 6, Queen Yosin.
Antwerp starting with 1 blocker less.
And Bear City gets the lead. Antwerp is a power jam for Bear City Roller Derby. The game is high intensity, and we can see a couple of players in the penalty box.
Antwerp has 4 blockers on the track, and they can fully focus on defense.
And Bear City, oh wow, okay. The Bear City Jammer is sent to the penalty box. So
Both jammers in the penalty box. Antwerp jammer returning to the box after a penalty.
Then it's a quick release for Bear City Roller Derby. Ruthless is again on track, lost the lead, but still has a favorite position to score points while the other jammer is in the penalty box. Second jammer is returning to the track.
Both jammers have 20 seconds to score before the jam gets called off.
Bear City Roller Derby jammer Ruthless is sent again to penalty box. So it's a power jam for Antwerp. 5 seconds to the end of the jam. And the jam is over. 4 points for Antwerp, 3 points for Bear City Roller Derby. So the score is, Kata?
9 for Bear City and 5 for One Love Roller Girls.
Jam number 4 is about to start. So on track we see jammer 8-9 hip shot for Antwerp, and for Bear City Roller Derby is Ruthless starting for the penalty box. So it's a power jam for Antwerp.
And they use it to their advantage. Antwerp is getting lead jammer status within seconds and can score now the first points. 4 points for Antwerp. Berlin jammer is standing.
Second scoring pass for Antwerp. Bear City is defending, and Antwerp completes the second scoring pass, collecting a total of 4 points. Bear City Roller Derby jammer Ruthless is on track, gets over the first pass.
Smooth pass from Antwerp.
Roof is now on the scoring pass, and the jam is over. 0 points for Bear City Roller Derby, 4 points more for Antwerp. Jam number 5 is about to start. Scarotina for Bear City Roller Derby, and number 49, Ude Villen, pardon my pronunciation, for Antwerp. I hope was correct.
Antwerp starting with 2 blockers in the box, yet they caught the Berlin jammer for a few seconds.
Scarotina gets the lead. Antwerp fighting for the first pass. Scarotina in the scoring pass. So Antwerp has completed the first pass. Now Scarotina is fighting for the points. About to call. Scarotina is calling.
0 points for Antwerp.
And 3 points for Bear City Roller Derby, with a total of 12 for Bear City, 17 for One Love Roller Dolls. Jam number 5 is about to start. Hertha for Bear City. Is it official timeout?
Team timeout black. One Love is taking a break.
So this is the 4th and last game for our tournament in Berlin, in Kreuzberg. We hope we're gonna have a chance to organize another one the soonest. It's been a blast to have you all here participating and connecting the live streaming. Thank you to all the helpers, and yeah, let's have some more fun. We are back on the game. The team timeout is over. Bear City as Hertha as Jammer on track, and Antwerp as Yes, number 13, Queen La Cuefa. 5 seconds. Jamison, fight for the lead. And Herta gets the lead. Followed immediately by Queen La Cueca. Scoring pass for both jammers, and that's a call. Officials are discussing about the points. Bird City 2 and Antwerp 0.
This time Antwerp has a full set of blockers on the track, with Berlin at a disadvantage and one blocker in the penalty box.
Jamison, fight for the lead. Antwerp looks closer. Berlin is fighting hard.
Good offense from Antwerp, blocker 6-4. This helped their jammer to escape and gain lead jammer status for Antwerp, closely followed by 3-1-3 from Berlin.
Scoring pass for both jammers. Very close to each other. Wow, that's fast. Quick call from Antwerp, claiming 2 points. They get 2 points, 0 points for Beer City Roller Derby. Jam number 8 is about to start. Scarotina again on track, and from Antwerp, number 5.
Wild card.
Jam is on. 3 blockers from each team on track, 2 serving the penalty box.
Good pushing from Antwerp jammer. Will they make it? Will they get lead jammer status for their team? It's looking good. Last fight against Berlin, Amazon, and there we go. Antwerp with lead jammer status, while Berlin is still struggling in the pack. Apex jump and 4 points for wildcard for Antwerp.
Berlin is still fighting hard to get to the first pass. Antwerp is scoring in the scoring pass again.
Berlin lost their pivot to the penalty box, so Berlin jammer cannot do a star pass.
And jam is over. Score is 27 for One Love Antwerp and 14 for Beer City Roller Derby. I think we need to cheer for Roller Derby. Is there a cheer? Somebody, a phone is ringing. A phone is ringing. Is it a forearm? It's a forearm, okay. So, sounds like an official review, probably for the forearm. We will see.
It's an official timeout. The officiating crew needs some time to discuss what happened in a previous jam. Sometimes it's about the points, sometimes it's about calling penalties, pack definition, or general communication between the officiating crew.
A shout out for Julian, who is keeping her eyes on the track that needs to be repaired. Thank you, Jules. So official timeout is over. Jam number 9 is about to start. And we have Hertha for City Roller Derby and Eau de Villain for Antwerp, and they get the lead. So Antwerp is approaching their scoring pass. The solid defense of City is making it hard, and Hertha is all of the pack, going for the scoring pass as well.
Antwerp Jammer called it after getting 3 points for their team.
Line up for next jam. It's a team timeout for City Roller Derby. So update on the score: 14 for City, 30 for One Love Roller Dolls. We have 4 bloggers, 3 bloggers for each team on track. 2 are serving in the penalty box.
Each team gets 3 timeouts per game that they can use at a time that suits them best. This is usually a time for the team to discuss what's going on, what's working well, what needs to be improved. And Berlin is using a timeout right now.
So Scarutina and the number 89 hip shot from Antwerp on track. Five seconds are called. Jam is on.
Antwerp Jammer at the front, escaping the pack and getting the Jammer status. Half a round from scoring.
It's a star pass for City Roller Derby. Bonnet's got the Jammer penalty, and now is the new Jammer for City Roller Derby approaching the scoring pass. And Jam is over.
One Love Roller Dolls does not allow Berlin to score. Once again, 4 points for One Love Roller Dolls, 0 for City.
"17 minutes and 50 seconds to the halftime. Jam number 11 about to start. Blockert and Wildcard are on track as jammers. Hanna is back from the penalty box, so both teams have a full roster on track. Hertha from City Roller Derby gets leads, while Antwerp is still fighting hard, and now Antwerp is also out.
Four points for One Love Rollers, despite Berlin having the lead. Berlin Jammer blocking One Love Jammer successfully to the inside, but there she escapes the pack. Another 4 points for Antwerp. While Berlin Jammer is still stuck in the pack and calling it off right now.
A clear penalty box bench for Antwerp and 2 players for City, but Hanna Satan is standing already, so up to get back on track in a couple of seconds. Ruthless for City is jamming, and number 6 Queen Yosin from Antwerp. Official timeout called. There is a quick change for Varsity Roller Derby. Fried is in, Bambi Beckel is back to the bench. Let's cheer a little bit for roller derby. Audience here, let's cheer a little bit. It's not as easy as it looks like.
Let's give it up also to the city of Berlin and the borough of Kreuzberg-Friedrichshain that is allowing us in this hall and giving us the opportunity to host this tournament here.
Whoop, whoop. 5 seconds to jam number 12. Jam is on.
Antwerp starting with 4 blockers on the track, and this allows them to get lead jammer status. Queen Yosin is about to score for 1 love.
Rufla is also out over their first pass.
With the inside line open, she scores 4 points for their team. Burst City at 0.
Next lineup. Each team has 3 blockers on track. 2 are still serving. Amazon is already standing, ready to join her teammates in a couple of seconds. And 4-9 is sitting. So Scarutina for Burst City and Hip Shot for Antwerp are jamming. Jam is on. Fight for the lead. Amazon is back. Now Berlin has 1 more skater on track. And Scarutina gets a lead. Eliane from Antwerp is also joining the pack, back on track. We have 2 full teams on track, and Scarutina is calling.
So we saw Scarutina trying to call it off, but probably she was already on her way to the box.
A second after Hip Shot was sent to the penalty box, so both jammer served 1 second, or maybe 2, so they are both rejoining the game.
And there is no lead jammer for this jam. It's going to go for another 49 seconds.
Nice offense from Miami Sign, opening the inside line for Scarutina. Oh, same nice move from Antwerp, number 10, Majambu, who opened also the inside line for the jammer.
Both jammers are on their scoring pass.
It's a super close game. Jam is over, and Hip Shot is taking a knee. Let's give a second. The hand to Hip Shot, who is standing on their feet, fortunately, and going back to the bench, ready to keep playing roller derby. Actually, official timeout.
The teams and the officiating crew is clarifying what happened in the previous jam, the points, the penalties, and how to proceed.
It's an official review now. Our kata will run downstairs and figure out what's going on. So captains and alternates are joined the discussion in the middle of the track. From BCRD Roller Derby, we have Hannah Satana and Daniel, and from Antwerp, I need to figure it out. Oh, Majembu is the captain. What is an official review? An official review is a request from one of the teams to review a missed call, or a call that wasn't made, or a call has been made, and the team asking for the official review is not happy with the situation, so they are asking to revisit the situation and eventually change the call or make the call if it wasn't made. After presenting the case, the official crew gets together, discuss the fact, the issue, and they will take a decision and communicate it again to captains.
So we have One Love Roller Girls calling an official review on an illegal contact between a Berlin skater to a down Antwerp skater. They pushed their down, and they are calling for a penalty for that situation.
In this case, the head ref is communicating
The no call stands. There was contact between skaters, but there wasn't enough impact to call a penalty.
Thank you,
Antwerp
Kata.
is losing their official review.
So teams are lining up for the next jam. But there is again an official timeout. This can be called for any kind of reasons, double checking on penalties, double checking on the number of players on track. It's a moment of reflection and make sure to ensure that the game moves forwards smoothly and according to the regulation and the rules. So we just take the chance to thank again Michael Wittisch, our official photographer for BCRD Roller Derby, following our league and our teams since 15 years. Give it a hand. Thank you.
Danke, Michael. There is a spill on track that is being taken care of. Once the track is dry, we can continue the game.
Thank you, Martin, for taking care of our safety. For Gem number 14, we have on track the Executioner, Bambi Becker, Bonesy, Amazon, and Herta for Bird City Roller Derby. Then we have 221 Sherlock Holmes, and we have 91 Savage, and we have the Jammer 490 the Villain, and I'm missing one player for Antwerp. One or
It's in the
two?
penalty box.
So two. 102 Sharamedi Jane, yes, and one in the penalty box is 404 Alien. So, jam is about to start. 13 minutes of roller derby to play until halftime. There is a false start call. It's not a penalty. The player is supposed just to yell to the other players and can return to track without going to penalty box.
And there we have Antwerp Jammer escaping on the outside line and also about to score against 4 blockers from Berlin.
And Herta calling the jam after scoring 3 points, 0 for Antwerp. So the score is now 28 for Burst City, 250 for Antwerp. Jam number 15 is about to start. As jammers, we have L, Misgender for Burst City Roller Derby. And Quilla for Antwerp. And it's lead jam for Bear City Roller Derby. Miss Gender is one of the newest team member of the World Breakers Bear City Roller Derby. Just joining this season, and they are scoring 4 points.
Antwerp took off their helmet panty, maybe in an attempt to pass to the pivot, but the pivot went into the box, so the jammers on their own to escape the pack and the 4 blockers of Berlin. Almost untouched, Berlin jammer scores points. Antwerp jammer on their way to the penalty box for a cut. Berlin calling it early so that they can start with a power jam, because Antwerp jammer stays in the box for another few seconds.
So this is going to be a power jam for Bear City Roller Derby. Scarutina is on track. And the full pack for Antwerp as well.
4 blockers for Antwerp and just 1 goal to block the Berlin blocker.
So a power jam is a 30 seconds chance for a jammer to score with the help of full offense from their teammates, as they don't have to focus on defense. But 1-3 Quilla Quefa, so is back on track. They stash the panty, and the star pass is through.
5 wild card who also jammed in the jams before. No points for Antwerp.
Bear City shortened the distance, the point distance with One Love Roller Dolls. Now we have 46 to 50. Both jammers are on track. Hip Shot and Herta. 5 seconds to jam number 17, 9 minutes 39 to the halftime.
Good reforming from both teams. The blockers are going forward, trying to keep Hertha from escaping. Lead jammer status for Berlin.
A stash for Antwerp, while Hertha is going for a scoring pass. Antwerp has completed the initial pass, so now they are approaching the scoring pass as well, but Hertha is calling the jam off.
3 points for Berlin, 0 for One Love, and very, very close to a lead change.
Official review for Team White. We know that Daniel Ernst loves to call official reviews. Let's see what this is going to be about. Thank you to Beth Samaritan and Anna Musiba, who are safely repairing the track. So Kata, let us know what it's all about, please.
The official review from Berlin is regarding the white jammer being down, but at the same time being blocked by a black blocker, which is illegal.
Yeah, it's an illegal contact because skaters should be inbounds and upright to be in play in the in-game. So let's see.
Berlin is losing their official review. The referees did not see that situation and they did not see enough impact.
Well, it happens. There is a lot going on, despite the fact there are numerous officials on skates or off skates. Something can be lost in the pipeline. So next gem is on. We have Roofless for Bear City Roller Derby and Wildcard for One Love Roller Dolls. And the Roof gets lead with an amazing spinning of themselves.
Antwerp escapes the last line of defense and is about to score while the Berlin Jammer is in the penalty box.
I must say I haven't realized what penalty was called on Roofless.
4 points for Antwerp, and it's going to be a 2 minutes jam because there is no lead jammer to call off the jam. Both jammers can score points.
So the lead is actually lost because the jammer who got the lead was sent to the penalty box. Therefore, there is no lead anymore. It's a very tight fight. And the wild card scores 4 more points and goes for another round in the scoring pass, while Roofless is fighting hard to score their points. They're almost there. There is no pack call. Pack is back. And Wildcard is sent to the penalty box for the forearm. So it's a power jam for Bear City Roller Derby. Four points for
Antwerp jammer stays in the box for a few seconds, so Berlin will start with a power jam and with an advantage of 4 blockers versus 2 blockers in jam number 19.
Power jam for Scarutina.
Official timeout to discuss the matters of the previous jam.
So we go into the 5 seconds. Power jam for Bercy roller derby, Scarutina on track. It's a long run and a smooth pass for Scarutina, who gets the lead. Antwerp jammer is standing. So both jammers are back on track. And Scarutina loses the lead because she's sent to the penalty box for a back block. Antwerp is in the initial pass. Strong offense and very solid defense.
Antwerp blockers have only one job: to help their jammer out of the pack.
So
Antwerp
1-1-0.
jammer now approaching the pack to make points on the Berlin blockers.
Majin Buu is now the new jammer.
But she gets a forearms call and goes into the box for the second time.
Scarutina is
the
back on
second jam
track.
in a row.
4 points for Scarutina, approaching another scoring pass. And 4 more points for Scarutina. Jammer is standing in the penalty box. So Majin Buu is back on track, going for the scoring pass. While Scarutina is again out. What a
Change,
jam!
Burst
61 to
City. Almost. Okay, it's 61-61. Both almost elite change for Burst City.
On track we have Eau de Villain and Hertha, ready to jam the jam number 20. It's an official timeout again. Over already, so we're going into the 5 seconds. A long run for both jammers. And Eau de Villain gets the lead, so lead for One Love Roller Dolls. And and 4 points for Eau de Vilaine.
Star pass from Berlin. Pivot, turn jammer, escape the pack, and can now score points for Berlin, while Antwerp jammer is on their second scoring pass and calling it off.
In this scoring pass, 3 more points for One Love Roller Dolls, 0 points for Bursted Roller Derby. Gem number 21 is about to start. 5 seconds to gem start. We have Misgender for Bursted Roller Derby and Hip Shot for One Love Roller Dolls. The most difficult part of roller derby is to actually hold a slow game. It's a power jam for One
Lead
Love
jammer
Roller Dolls.
status is with One Love Roller Dolls. Even though Berlin escaped the pack first, sometimes they don't. That is not enough to get lead jammer status. 4 points for Antwerp in their first scoring pass in the last seconds of this power jam.
Jammer approaching the pack again. All skaters are back on track. And Hip Shot is out of the pack again for 4 points. Misgender 2. Oh, is sent again to the penalty box.
Power jam remains for Antwerp.
So Hip Shot called the jam off, leaving Bursted Roller Derby jammer in the penalty box. That means the next jam will start as a power jam for One Love Roller Dolls.
Also, One Love Roller Dolls start with a pack advantage. They have 4 players, 4 blockers on the track, while Berlin starts with only 3 blockers. So this is a perfect situation for Antwerp to gain lead jammer status.
We have 45 seconds on the clock until the halt time. If the jam is still running and the time is to 0, we can still play because we have a jam time of 2 minutes. Let's see if we will have 1 or 2 jams more before the half time. Are we all awake? Is it time to cheer for roller derby? Yes. It was a very quick official timeout that is already over. Now we are going into jam number 22. Queen La Cuefa is alone on track.
Antwerp can fully focus on helping their jammer to escape the pack, but they are already preparing to defend against the Berlin jammer.
And
Antwerp jammer became lead jammer, and a second after they were called for a cut into the penalty box. So it's going to be a 2-minute jam, this last jam of the first period with no lead jammer.
so despite the fact that the period clock is on 0, we still have 1 minute 04 seconds for our jam clock. Time to be played as the lead was lost. Both jammers are on track. Full packs are on track. not for long. Bercy roller derby lost the pivot. This game looks exhausting. So Queen Laquefa is in the scoring pass. And Mia Missile is back on track. And the jam is over. We go into the intermission. Almost 15 minutes break for us, for you. See you in 14 minutes, 45 seconds.
And this is an opportunity for you to visit the merch stands of both Antwerp and Burst City. They are next to the entrance. Buy a t-shirt, buy a sticker, support your roller derby team.
Let's get back to our seats and ready for the second half time of Bear City Roller Derby against One Love Roller Dolls. Let me take this time to remind you about our after tournament party at the Tiki Heart Cafe in Wienerstraße 20, Wienerstraße 20. It's walking distance. It's a kind of nice place. Bring cash. Trust me. We are starting the second half of the game with one player from Antwerp in penalty box, so it's going to be a full pack for Bear City Roller Derby and almost full pack for One Love Roller Dolls.
When we look at the penalties from the first halftime, we see that One Love Roller Dolls have at most 3 penalties per skater, while Bear City has 3 skaters at 4 penalties. Besides that, the penalties are more or less equally distributed.
Scarutina and hip shot on track, wearing the jumper panty. 5 seconds to roller derby. Jamie is on. It's a very close pack and a very tight fight. Both jammers are chasing each other. Both jammers are out on the initial pass, going for the scoring pass.
Both jammers close to each other, but the Berlin jammer gets called for a cut. So it's a power jam for Antwerp, and they also have lead jammer status, so they are in full control of the duration of the jam and of the points.
4 points for hip shot, going for a second scoring pass. And hip shot is out of the pack again, 4 full points, while Scarutina is coming back on track. Also
Clear
fighting.
inside line for Antwerp. They take it and score 4 points for their team.
Both teams are very quick in reacting to the no pack call, and now Scarutina is out of the pack, no pass, no penalty, going for the scoring pass, while hip shot calls the jam off. Updated score is 96 for One Love Roller Dolls and 64 for Bear City Roller Derby. Line up for jam number 2 of the second half. We have number 5, Wild Cards, and Hertha for Bear City Roller Derby. There's a little bit of falling. Hertha gets the lead, Bear City gets the lead. Followed very closely by Wild Card. So both jammers have completed initial pass. Bear City has the lead, calling for points and calling off the jam. 2 points for Bear City, 0 points for, 3 points for Bear City. I was right on the first instance, and 0 points for One Love for this jam.
We have Queen Laquifa for Antwerp at the jammer line and Miss Gender for Berlin.
Both jammers are fighting for the inside line, and the Queen Laquega is sent to penalty box, so it's a power jam with lead for Bear City Roller Derby.
Three Antwerp blockers left on track, fully focusing on defending against misgender.
4 points for misgender, approaching their second scoring pass. And 4 more points for Bear City Roller Derby. Misgender is calling off the jam. So the final, the score is 75 for Bear City to 96 for One Love Roller Dolls. Is still a power jam, Kat?
Yes, it's many losses for Antwerp in this jam. They still have the jammer in the box and 2 blockers in the box, so they will start at a big disadvantage. Jam number 4 will be started with only 2 Antwerp blockers on track, but also only 2 blockers from Berlin and 1 jammer.
And Scarotina gets the lead for Bear City Roller Derby, going for the scoring pass into the power jam, and not anymore. La Cuega is back on track. 4 points for
Star
Scarotina.
pass to Antwerp. Blocker is now the jammer.
Four more points for Scarotina.
Black blocker 8-9 hip shot is now a jammer.
But jam star pass completed for Antwerp. His shot got the penalty, and now is the new jammer for One Love Roller Dolls. And Scarotina calls off the jam. 2 more points for Bear City Roller Derby, 0 points for One Love Roller Dolls, for a total of 85 to 100. That is quite
Bear City Roller Derby managed to reduce the point differential to 15 points. Let's see if they can change the lead in the next jams.
official timeout.
Team timeout.
Oh.
Maybe there's no really, I mean, I saw Daniel. Okay.
We have 2 bloggers for Bear City and 1 blogger for One Love Roller Dolls in the penalty box. Jammers on track, Hertha block.
So we have white 247 in the queue to the penalty box. As soon as 1 white blocker is standing, she must leave the track and go to the penalty box immediately.
Official timeout is over. 5 seconds to jam number 5 of the second half time. As Kata already said, now white 247 has to report to the penalty box as she was in the queue. Oh, de Villan gets lead, approaching the back for the scoring pass, while Hertha is on the initial pass.
Outside line open, Antwerp takes it.
And Hertha is out, also out of the pack, out of the initial pass. Second scoring pass for Eau de Villain. And Hertha has completed her scoring pass, so 4 points for Bear City Roller Derby as well.
Antwerp is still holding lead jammer status, but they are allowing Berlin to score. They have a clean penalty box, and this is what they were waiting for and calling it off right now.
So 89 for Bear City Roller Derby to 107 for One Love Roller Dolls. The game is super tight and exhausting. Team timeout wide called by Bear City Roller Derby. Let's cheer for Roller Derby, people here in the hall. So, ready to line up for the next jam? We have Hip Shot for One Love Roller Dolls and Scarotina for Bear City Roller Derby. Jam is on.
Antwerp starting with an advantage of 4 blockers versus 2 blockers and gains lead jammer status.
Those hits are super strong.
Antwerp jammer gets recycled, but she is attacking the pack once again while her team offers her offense. Many penalties called on the track.
Nice shield from Bouncy.
Antwerp was not ready for that jammer, and now another jammer passes.
4 points each, but jammers completed a full scoring pass.
With only few blockers left on the track, the jammers are passing smoothly through the pack.
And jam
And
is
Antwerp
off.
calls it.
3 more points for Bear City, 0 points for One Love Roller Dolls, 100 to 119 points.
Antwerp is gaining only 1 point advantage over Bear City in this jam, but they froze 2 blockers in the penalty box. So they will be starting the next jam at a 4-2 pack advantage once again.
There is an official timeout called. It's a super rough game. The officials are ready to continue with the game, players as well. Jam number 7 is about to start. A bit more than 20 minutes more to play in this second half time.
Black 5 wildcard is lead jammer for One Love Roller Dolls, while Misgender from Bear City Roller Derby is still stuck on their initial pass in the pack.
And it's a forearm called. I couldn't hear the phone ring. And Misgender sent to the penalty box for the forearm. So it's again, it's a power jam for One Love Roller Dolls.
One Love Roller Dolls is lead jammer, and it's a power jam, so they are fully in control of the points and time. Blockers have only... They are calling it off early and starting with the power jam in jam number 8 in 20 seconds.
Starting jam number 8.
One Love Roll Dolls are fielding Eau de Vilaine, who gets lead jammer status in the very first seconds of this power jam.
Nice run on the
Full
outside
pack
line.
on track.
And Miss Gender is back on track. Power jam for Bear City Roller Derby. De Villain is sent to the penalty box and lost their lead status. It's gonna be a 2-minute jam, 1 minute 30 to go. Miss Gender in the scoring pass. It's a strenuous fight.
Very good defense from Antwerp with only 2 blockers left on track. They keep holding the Berlin jammer while Berlin 247 is trying to play offense for their jammer. Miss Gender from Berlin still stuck behind 2 blockers from Antwerp. Lieutenant Savage bridging.
And Miss Gender is sent to the penalty box, so it's a power jam for One Love Roller Dolls. 18 more seconds to play for this jam.
And
Wow.
once again, an opportunity for Antwerp to start with a power jam. However, with a pack disadvantage of 2-3.
Lining up for jam number 9. Hip shot as a chance to play a power jam, favorable power jam.
Another official timeout to clarify penalties.
Yeah, there is so much going on.
One Love Roller Dolls is losing 1 blocker, 9-1. Lieutenant Savage is on 7 penalties and has to leave the track. They will be replaced in the box by Sherlock Holmes 221. And now One Love Roll Dolls plays with 1 player less.
It's a very, as we said already, it's a very, very intense game, and there are quite many penalties called. What to say? It's full power.
Good roller derby.
Well balanced, I would say. Well balanced. This is also why probably our officials need to call timeouts quite often to double check on the status and make sure and ensure a smooth continuum of the game. So when players are sitting in the penalty box, the bench crew can approach them and talk to them, but they have to maintain a safety distance, so they cannot step into the penalty box area. Communication is allowed, though. Let me remind you again about our after-tournament party at the Tiki Heart Wienerstrasse 20 at 5 o'clock. So right after the game, time to shower and go. And please bring cash. This is Berlin. That's what we do. Cash. Only cash. Jam number 9 is about to start. So Hip Shot is fighting for the lead status as the only jammer on track. Miss Gender is back on track. Still a chance, but lead is now assigned to Hip Shot. But Miss Gender is chasing right away, tail chasing. So both jammers are going for the scoring pass.
Against the mini pack.
And 4 points for Miss Gender. And 4 points for Hip Shot. Jam is called off. And even result for both teams. The penalty box is almost clear. Hertha and Wildcard on track as jammers. Few seconds to jam number 10. And Hertha gets the lead for Bear City Roller Derby.
Antwerp blocker is being recycled to the back. They cannot enter in front of the blocker who hit them out of the track.
4 points for Hertha, Bear City Roller Derby, and initial pass completed by Wildcard.
Four more points for Antwerp.
Wildcard. And the jam is called off by Hertha. 3 points for Bear City Roller Derby, 0 points for One Love Roller Dolls, 114 to 134. 14 minutes more to play, and jam number 11 about to start. Scarotina and O De Villan on track, fighting for the lead status. As Scarotina gets the lead.
And now we have a full pack on the track.
4 points for Scarotina.
But Antwerp blocker is still stuck.
The start pass is completed, so the new jammer is Majin Buu, and Scarotina calls the jam off. Hannah Satana has 7 penalties, so she has to leave the game, the track and the game. Minnesota Knights will replace her on the penalty box.
So now both Bear City and One Love have each one blocker who fouled out. in this very last game of the weekend.
Roofless and hip shot on track. Hip shot gets lead gem status. Approaching the pack for the scoring pass, while Roofless is trying to complete the initial pass.
We see some jammer on jammer blocking.
Minnesota Nice is out of the penalty box, joined the pack in the game. So penalty box is free at the moment. Super hard fight for both jammers, and Roof is also out of the initial pass.
Hip shot is on their scoring pass, and Rufus close behind, but Antwerp is not allowing Burst City to score any points.
3 points for One Love Roller Dolls, 0 points for Burst City Roller Derby, 119 to 137. Burst City has the pivot in the penalty box. One Love Roller Dolls has 2 blockers, so a small advantage in numbers for Burst City Roller Derby. Timeout black, so timeout is called by One Love Roller Dolls. Official timeout.
So it's not an official review. During timeouts, during the 30 seconds between jams, bench crew and skaters can briefly approach referees with quick messages. It's still a regular timeout from Antwerp.
It's a super close game. We have 11 minutes more to play. Getting into jam number 13 on track. No. We thought we were ready to play, but we are not. Oh, now we are into the 5 seconds. So jam number 13 about to start. Herta and Quilla Cuefa fighting for the lead gem status and the glory. Herta as the lead, while the Bercy or David blockers are still. Oh, okay. Now also Quilla Cuefa is out. And Herta, with the lead status, has called off the jam. 2 points for Burst City, 0 points for One Love Roller Dolls, so 125 to 141 for One Love Roller Dolls. Are we still awake here? Let's cheer for Roller Derby. And what about the other side? Let's cheer for Roller Derby. Too much focus, way too much focus. It's an official timeout, so there is still time to cheer. Right side of the audience, there is still time to cheer. Okay, next time. Left side of the audience, well done, well done. Jam is on. Ode Villan against Carosina. Ode Villan gets the lead status. It's a back block from Eau de Villaine, so she's losing the lead status and she's sent to the penalty box. Power jam for Bird City Roller Derby.
Antwerp left with 2 blockers on the
And
track,
Carolina
holding
is out
strong
of
against
initial.
the Burst City Jammer.
Eau de Villaine is getting back on track, out of the penalty box. It's a 2-minute jam, so 50 more seconds endurance for our jammers. Yeah. 24 seconds more till the end of the jam. Jammers fighting for every single point until the last second and the last whistle. Eau de Villaine is out, 4 more points. And the jam is over. So during this jam, or maybe between jams, number 2, 5 for Burst Roller Derby also had to leave the track because of 7 penalties. So unfortunately now Burst City is down by 2 players and One Love Roller Dolls by 1 player.
Full pack on track, 2 jammers on track.
Block Hertha and hip shot again, head-head, fighting for the lead status.
Lead jammer status for One Love Roller Dolls. Hip shot 8-9 is lead jammer for Antwerp. 4 points for Antwerp, easy pass for 8-9. Burst City Roll Derby did a star pass. Now 1-1-4. Pivot is jamming for Burst City Roll Derby.
4 more points for One Love Roller Dolls, 131 for Burst City, 153 for Roller Dolls. 6 minutes, 20 seconds more to play. Jam 16 about to start.
Wild card for One Love Roller Dolls. Jamming against only 2 white blockers from Burst City Roll Derby.
Lead jam for wild card. Tail chased by Scarotina. Both jammers going for the scoring pass. So 2-4-7 for Bird City Roller Derby has 7 penalties and will have to be replaced in the penalty box.
There is an official timeout to clarify who needs to replace white 247 in the box, as she has 7 penalties and needs to leave the track.
So mirror image replace 247 bounty in the penalty box. Gem number 17 is about to start. We are in an official timeout, probably to regulate the situation again. Gem is on. Quilla Cuefa and Herta. Quilla Cuefa get lead. Quilla Cuefa in the scoring pass. 4 points for Quilla Cuefa. Herta is in the initial.
Each team now has 3 blockers on the track, and Queen Laquifa is lead jammer, and that's their second scoring pass.
So Quilla Cuefa loses the lead status, sent to the penalty box for the back block. So power jam for Herta block.
And a
Herta.
full 2 minutes jam for both teams.
And Herta is out of her initial pass. I remind you, it's a power jam for Bear City Roller Derby. Four points for block Herta for Bear City Roller Derby. Jammer is, Quilla Cuefa is back on track. Both jammers are on track. Wow, that's a split. I hope everyone is okay. Nice
Timeout
split,
from
by
Bear
the way.
City Roller Derby.
So 140 to 165 for One Love Roller Dolls. It's a team timeout. Bear City, white. Two minutes, 57 seconds until the end of the game. Gem number 18 about to start. Official review called by One Love Roller Dolls. So the bench coaches approaching, explaining the issue to the ref crew. Our catapulta is running downstairs to figure it out what it's about. And one more reminder about our after-tournament party at Tiki Heart, Wienerstrasse 20 at 5 o'clock or from 5 o'clock on. It's a walking distance and bring your cash. See you there.
Antwerp is challenging a back block that was called on their jammer in the previous jam.
Among the numerous people that we want to thank for this amazing tournament running over 2 days here in Kreuzberg, we want to thank the Sanitäter who are ensuring our safety and health. Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the show and the sport. And thank you for helping us in keeping it safe.
Antwerp is losing their official review. The call stays. The back block call on the black jammer stays.
Somehow looks like there is still something to discuss about. So, one more round of numbers. Versus roller derby, 140 points. One love roller dolls, 165 at the moment. 2 minutes 57 seconds to play until the end of the game. Let's cheer for these amazing teams, giving 150% of their energies. It's exhausting and it's amazing. Thank you for the game. Jam is on. The lead is still open. Scarotina fighting with hip shot. And Scarotina gets the lead. Hip shot completed also the initial pass, while Scarotina is in the scoring pass. A jammer can also block, as you just saw. Scarotina played a quick defense on hip shot while running away through the points out of the pack. Four points for hip shot. And Scarotina calls the jam off. 3 points for Bear City Roller Derby, 0 point for One Love Roller Dolls on the scoring pass. Next jam is about to start. Bit more than 1 minute 30 seconds to play in this second half of the fourth game of this amazing tournament in Berlin.
Eau de Villain jamming for One Love Roller Dolls.
Jam is on.
Slow start. Both jammers are stuck.
Pack is open.
Antwerp jammer has to fight against 4 blockers from Bear City, while Hertha for Bear City Roller Derby gets lead jammer status. "29 seconds on the game time clock. This could be the last jam unless Hertha calls it.
And the star pass is completed. Number 10, Majin Buu is the new jammer for One Love Roller Dolls. The official clock is down to 0, so this will be the last jam of the game. Majin Buu is out. 4 points for Majin Buu. What a game. So let's cheer for both teams. Amazing roller derby played today. We are waiting for the official score.
Let's allow the officials to clarify the points, what's been recorded, what's been sung. So while we are waiting for the official score, please remember to take all your belongings with you. And now everyone can go downstairs
Final
on
score.
the track.
Final score is 149 for Bear City Roller Derby, 173 for One Love Roller Dolls. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone for helping. Thank you everyone for playing so much amazing roller derby. We hope to see you the soonest again and enjoy the celebration run downstairs. Bye.